one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Alex Smith and the Washington football team.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Washington football team. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Bills come into this one still seeking that elusive first-ever Super Bowl title.
Hard to believe they don't have one, because you have to remember, back in the day, as the kids like to say, they went there 4 straight times. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, and 28. They lost to some of the giants of the NFL at that time, though. They lost to the Giants. That was the first one. They lost to Washington, and they lost to Dallas twice. Some great names on those Bills teams. Jim Kelly at quarterback. Mark Levy was their head coach. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? I used to love when he would say that. Thurman Thomas on that team, but they never won one. Had a best chance against the Giants in the first one. Came up a field goal short. Hard to believe this Bills franchise, no Super Bowl wins.
And meanwhile, this is a Washington team that nobody thought would be here at the start of the year. Even the most diehard fans would probably tell you that. Yet here they are looking for what would be the franchise's 4th title in this, their 6th appearance.
And you have to remember, partner, we have to go back to 1992, the last time that they were here, and that was Super Bowl 26. That's more than a quarter of a century ago. Now, they did win Super Bowl 17 with Joe Theismann leading the way at quarterback, and John Riggins, the Diesel run.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 05 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
By Quentin Jefferson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's a quarterback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Quentin Jefferson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid, and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And he'll get this out past the 20-yard lines for the decision to bring it out. Nets him a yard or 2.
At their own 21-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Devin Singletary.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Brings up 2nd and
on 4nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The score, Bills 3, Washington 0.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And here now the offense heading back out there. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here now, Roberts. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 71 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Smith now on 3rd down. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Smith on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 27 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
For Washington.
Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this 1st half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The throw taken in by Sims. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Smith. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But We do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the mobile big man quarterback Josh Allen. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Andre Roberts now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smoke.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 63 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Got a man, it's Gibson complete. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he works free. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And the lead is now 24. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard
And the Washington offense going back to work. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Jerry Hughes. Alex Smith sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Third and long, it's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. at their own 17-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort, because when I was growing up, one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the wealth has been very effective.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
McKenzie now to return it. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 19-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Fighting him off. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's Allen to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, Washington takes over first and 10. At their own.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. And that NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. On first down, it's Smith. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a third and about 13. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
58, right over there. Yeah.
They snap it to Smith. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Darby brought him down.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got, If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Jerry Hughes. Alex Smith sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
One last throw here for Smith. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
He's a bozo. Bozo.